Hi everyone, welcome to our new revised course. So I've made a number of changes to our course, but because a lot of your assignments and quizzes were on Moodle already, it actually won't have a huge impact, I'm hoping. So we're still using the same Moodle page, and this is roughly what it looks like for you. These are the chapters. I'm going to leave up the chapters we've already covered, but starting next week when we will start the new format on March 23rd, I've started organizing things by week instead of by topic, and so we'll cover one chapter per week. What you can see I've got here on Moodle is I've got your notes. I will be each week posting a video with the lecture for that topic, so it won't be a live lecture. It'll be pre-recorded, so you can watch that whenever you want, and if you want to watch it repeatedly, you're welcome to. I'll also post some extra resources, videos, things like that, and then your assignment and your quiz. A really important document going forward is going to be this revised intro syllabus and schedule. So I've had to make some changes, and I wanted to go through that to make sure everyone is clear on the revisions we're going to make. So this is what our revised document looks like. I actually kept it with track changes so that you can kind of see where I've made changes versus what's staying the same. So obviously I won't be in my office, but I'm more than happy to meet with you still. Just send me an email with your availability. We can meet via Zoom or FaceTime so we can see each other. I sent you an email about the Remind app, which I'll be using to send you reminders. So make sure you join our class for that, and you can also message me on the Remind app as well. So please use that as a resource so we can keep in touch. The next thing is I've added some information. You have to remember that we're still doing our class. We're just doing it in a different format. So when we're face-to-face, I expect you to spend about 3 hours a week for class time plus 2 to 3 hours of work outside of class each week. You're still expected to spend this roughly the same amount of time. So plan to spend about 5 to 6 hours per week on this class. If you're working from home and you're worried about kind of how to adjust your schedule, make sure you're scheduling that time for yourself. Don't save everything until Sunday night when it's due because you're going to be overwhelmed. I'm still not checking my email regularly on the weekends, so make sure you're planning to work ahead. Maybe even save the time that you would normally be in this class to do classwork for this class. In the online format, a couple things that are really important. Make sure you're staying on top of the material, read the textbook, use the notes, watch the videos, and do that repeatedly if you need to. Just as important as when we were face-to-face, make sure you do the assignments. They're there to help you. They're a significant portion of the grade. If you skip the assignments, you're not going to pass the class. And then ask questions. I'm here to help you. Just make sure that you don't save them until Sunday night. In terms of how this class will go forward, I will be posting recorded lectures on each topic weekly. If we return to face-to-face classes, I'm not going to post any more recorded lectures. We'll do them in class. But all of the changes in the syllabus below will continue to be true regardless of whether we return to face-to-face lectures or not. Just a note in terms of technology, because I know even more you all will be using this. You probably have already discovered this, but the Moodle app for your iPad does not work well. I do not recommend that you even bother to download it. Instead, use Safari or other internet browsers. They seem to work much better. Okay, so I've had to change how we evaluate our course a little bit. I've dropped the attendance portion. Class assignments are worth a little bit more now. And basically the way the assignments are going to work from here on out, there will be one online assignment for each chapter, so one assignment a week. All of your assignments are due Sunday at 11:55 p.m. Still no makeups, but your lowest class assignment score across the entire semester will be dropped. So I'm using all the assignments you've done up until this point, and then from this point forward, there's going to be one assignment per chapter online. Your quizzes are going to be worth 50% of your grade now. Same format. These are the exact same quizzes. The only thing that's changed is now, since we're switching to a weekly format, all of your online quizzes will be due at 11:55 p.m. on Sunday. So every Sunday you will have a quiz. Because we can't do the show me your notes extra credit when we're not face-to-face, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give everyone this credit basically by dropping your lowest quiz score. So across the entire semester, you have one freebie. If you've already missed one quiz, that's it. Make sure you take the rest of the quizzes, but I will drop your one lowest quiz score. Your midterm exam is worth 10%. You already took that, so there's no change there. I've switched the final to being online and being optional. So during final exam week, whether we're face-to-face or online, the final exam will be held online. It will be optional. If you take the final exam and do better than your quiz average, your quizzes will count for 40% of your course total, and the final will count for 10% of your course total. This is basically the original distribution in the syllabus. If you take the final exam and do worse, though, the final exam score won't count against you. Likewise, if you choose not to take it, it won't count against you. And the quizzes will count for 50% of your grade. All these policies have stayed the same, but I've posted a revised course schedule. So make sure you print this off and use this as your guide for what to do in the coming weeks. And again, this schedule will not change whether we go back to face-to-face or not. The only thing that will change is if we go back to face-to-face, there will no longer be video lectures online. They'll be in person instead. So what you can see is one chapter per week. The first week we're covering lifespan development. You need to read the chapter, look at the outline, fill in any blanks, watch the video. I've got a couple of demonstrations and videos for you to watch. And then you have an assignment, which is the discussion forum and the test. All of those things, well, the two things that are due, which are the assignment and the test, those will both be due Sunday night, March 29th at 11:55 p.m. And so I've got this laid out for the rest of the semester. So make sure you print this off, check these things off as you finish them. And if we just go back to our Moodle page, if we look at next week, March 23rd, you can see that these things parallel what is on that course schedule. The discussion forums, just a heads up. So I've got a discussion prompt. In this case, I've got a video, a narrative here, and I want you to read it and answer a few questions thinking about the role of nature versus nurture. So you should do this after you've watched the lecture and read the chapter and read the notes. Post your response here. Your response should be 6 to 8 sentences, answering all of these questions. And you also need to respond to at least 2 other people's posts. So make sure you're planning for all of the assignments that are discussion forums. You need to do your own post, which is worth 10 points, and then you need to respond to 2 other people's posts, which are worth 1 point each. Okay, so I think that's it. Please contact me if you have any questions or issues. I know we're all trying to figure this out, and I know you didn't sign up for an online class, so I'm trying to do my best to help you. If you need lectures or videos closed captioned or anything like that, please let me know so that I can make sure to make those accommodations. I'll try to be in touch regularly. Don't forget to sign up for that Remind app so that you can make sure that you are getting up-to-the-minute notifications and reminders.